Eccoci, buonasera signori. Hello, hello. Hello Luthor, hello Origins, hello Ray, hello Zixo, hello Solla. Hi guys, buonasera ragazzi. Bentornati, dopo tanto che non ci vediamo. Long time no see guys. Actually, I met a lot of you at the tournament, at the finals. So that was pretty great. Bella Cardone, buonasera caro. Welcome back. Thank you Christian. Hello, Sunrise. Hello, Reo. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Thank you. It was a very hard weekend. It was super cool. I had an awesome time for the whole weekend. But I'm quite tired. I'm not gonna lie. It was quite tiring. We didn't sleep that much. We didn't eat that much, and we played a lot. I played on Friday. I played on Saturday. Unfortunately, I didn't play on Sunday. I mean, I played some matches with my friends, but the tournament didn't go really well. My meta call was not that great, so it kind of sucks. But it is what it is. How many matches? It was 9 rounds for One Piece. It was supposed to be 10 rounds, but actually it was 9 rounds for One Piece, and then 8 rounds for Fusion World. But I would say that it is by far the worst organized tournament I've ever attended, guys. The organization was god awful. Even though I had a good time, nonetheless. Because I like tournament vibes, I like playing, I like meeting all of you, I like hanging out with friends. See a lot of people that I don't usually hang out with. But the organization was super awful. Bella Luigi, grazie per la sabettina. Grazie a te. L'organizzazione era veramente imbarazzante, sì. Concordo. Avevo pure visto un Posici Giamato. Ho visto prima. You're a lot taller than I expected, lol. A lot of people say that. I've never, I don't know, maybe from Cam it seems like I'm not as tall. Hello, Lion. So surprised to pick Shadow. What was the ideas behind this pick? Okay. Hold on. I have to adjust my tier list, my deck, stuff like that. But I guess that we're gonna have to remake everything because FBOI will be out tomorrow, right? How tall are you? I'm like 190 centimeters. What is that in feet? 6'2", something like that. Not sure about the conversion. Did you win? No, I didn't. Okay, so like, okay, hold on. This is where I left, right? This was till the last day. I was convinced that it would be in the metagame. Last 2 days, I knew that Green Aggro would have been more represented than Piccolo. And I think Yellow Vegeta here. But I don't know why. So like, okay, hold on. Let me organize my thoughts. Was the maze. Thank you, MF. Why not Gotenks in A? Yeah, Gotenks can't win versus Green Aggro decks. So the thing is, this is what I expected, guys. This is what I expected, and it was partially true. So since this was final tournament, you kind of expect people to play the best deck they can to achieve world championship, right? That was my thought, because it's not like the last year. Last year we had a finals that was completely open to everybody to participate in. But this here, we have this invite system, so it's supposed to be a more exclusive event. It's supposed to be a higher level event, and people are supposed to play these kind of meta decks, like either Nameku, Giblet, Piccolo, Sharon, maybe Yellow Jida, Frieza. Mostly these 6 decks. But I underestimated the invite system, because there were actually a lot of random decks for some reason. A lot of Demon King Piccolo. Bro, there were Demon King Piccolo players, there were Baby Rildo players, there were Goma players, there were Kid Ku players, there were Gotenks players, Goku Black, Topku, Jiren, Omega Sharon, Goku GT, Golden Frieza. I've seen Broly BR, I've seen Vegito, I've seen Green Vegeta, Boo, Cell. I don't think I've seen a Zamasu, actually. There was Zamasu too? I haven't seen that. Put it Zamasu. I played the Zamasu game 1 in finals. Cooler. Yes. Cooler. Ginyu. What the fuck was going on? Maybe I might even seen a Beerus. I mean, people were having fun then. That's good. No, that's not good. Because since I expected this kind of metagame, I went for Sharon. Why did I play Sharon? Because Sharon has a great matchup into these green decks. It's like, at this point, everybody knows that Sharon has a good matchup into aggro green decks. Because Krillin is really strong. You can play fast. They hardly remove board aside from Giblet. Giblet can manage your board thanks to the 2-drop spell. But the Nameku matchup is pretty great. Giblet's matchup is okay. It's nice. Piccolo matchup is manageable. Frieza matchup is manageable. Even I think it's even winning actually for Sharon. Yellow Vegeta is playable. Jiren is a little bit hard, but you can also do that if you play Gogeta and stuff like that. But I expect a lot of green mirrors. And what happened is that round 1 I faced a random Kid Ku. And you can't do anything about it. I was like, let me dodge all the shitty stuff, because people are not supposed to play those kind of decks at finals, but people were playing their favorite deck. So it was not a high level tournament to meta call in. That was my bad. If I had to replay the tournament, I would actually play Nameku. I was like still deciding to play Nameku or Sharon till the last day. But then, okay, shit happened. My plan was, yeah, people weren't taking it serious because meta was going to change anyways. I don't know. I think people would take it seriously actually, because like there's the world invite, right? Why we will not play it seriously? It's the finals. It is the most important tournament of the year, right? So if you're going your way out, fly to Dusseldorf for Fusion World Finals, that is an invite-only tournament, the highest level of tournament of the year. People are supposed to play meta, aren't they? No? I don't know. I faced only SH, Giblet, Nameku, and Yellow Vegeta. On high table, meta was more compact. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess. Bandai rigging the tournament. People don't know what meta is. No, I mean, I think it was pretty clear. Even if you take a look at stats on the client and you exclude from the stats Boo and Cell, you still get the Nameku Giblet share of like 60-70%, and then Piccolo as like 20-30%. a little bit of Sharon, Share, and then everything else. So like basically these 3 decks consist of mostly 80% of the meta. Something like that. Maybe back on top. Great Vegeta surprised me. Great Vegeta is the same thing as Goku and Giblet. I still think these 2 decks are superior, but Great Vegeta is a better matchup into Sharon, so it's not that bad. Should I just dodge the bad matchups? Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, like T1 had an unplayable matchup, and then I won a couple of games, and then my deck bricked, and my run was over. So yeah, it's pretty sad. I knew that playing Sharon at a tournament, one game could break, where I have all these fears in my life. I don't see enough Bulma to take them out, and then I can't do anything. It's fine. It's completely fine. But I would say it's still a good pick. One shot on top. I think it was a strong pick. As I said, if I knew people were gonna play a random shit, I would actually play Nameku, because Nameku shits on random shit. It is a good deck. How does Kirikou do into those 3? It loses to everybody. Kirikou can't win into this, or that. Can't win into either. But it completely shits on Sharon. It was completely unexpected. Actually, every blue deck has a good time into Sharon. I would say even Zamasu, Goten, stuff like that. It's a pretty good matchup into Sharon. But like I think blue is not meta. Not at all. Gonna fire Royal GG? Sì. Most effectively tactic available equals meta? Yeah. This is the most effective tactic. Green. Green is the meta color, guys. Green is the best color in the game. Right now, till FBO8 drops, that's gonna be tomorrow. Who won the tournament? This guy won the tournament. Cell still won. Cause apparently Cell has a very good matchup into green decks. The thing is, Nameku self-take life, and then what happens when you swing 40 into a leader that burns his life, you're gonna win. That's common sense, right? The only card all 3 decks run is Namek SCR? Yeah, because it's pretty broken. Come sono andate le finals? Male, Pippo. Non ho... Cioè, dopo la seconda sconfitta me ne sono andato. Okay, but why... Okay, also, why did I choose Sharon? Actually, as I said, I didn't know what to take. And something happened on the previous day, the day before the tournament. So on Friday, when there was the last chance qualifier, I was playing One Piece. It was going all right. It was not going that bad. I was X2 at some point after round 6. I had to play 3 more rounds. If I won 3 more rounds, I had the invite for One Piece finals. But like the tournament was super slow. We had to start. We should have started at 9 a.m., but the start was at 1 p.m. or 12. I don't actually remember. Somewhere around there. I think 1 p.m. Because like there was too many people. They couldn't manage anything. They basically paired people round 1 and then redo the pairings because some people were missing. And then we lost a lot of time. And it was super awful. 4 hours delay. Yeah, so basically 5 p.m. we were still at round 5. And the tournament should have started at 9 a.m. The tournament went on till 9 o'clock. 8:30 maybe? Yeah. It was so bad. Green was the best call for the finals, in my opinion. Green was meta. It was a safe pick, Fuji. I agree. It was a safe pick. I tried to meta call, but I should have just played meta. I agree. What do you play? I play Sharon. Because I think it's pretty good into these 3 decks, but I should have just played meta. My fault. Play Julian face 5 yellow Jida. Not one Namaku, not one Giblet. My friend just faced aggro. Yeah, okay. So since there was random shit also. Okay, hold on. Let me finish my tournament organization stuff because it was pretty fucking bad. Hold on. Can I get the GG post? I think I've seen it around here. Okay, let me search for that. Tournament, yeah, okay. I think he posted something about it as well. Didn't he? Yes. Let's see what Gigi says, guys. Let's see what Gigi says. He's another Italian content creator, but he's a content creator for One Piece. He said, let's start with Friday, which saw a line of more than 3,000 people that was impossible to manage, leading to an enormous delay resulting in 9 LCQ rounds instead of 10. Because we started at fucking 1 p.m. I think it was close to 4,000 actually, not 3,000. I've heard that it was close to 4,000. And the shop situation was even worse. Endless line all created quite clearly by the intention to scalp products, knowing limited quantities, and the random restocks they do on different days. Same thing happened with the price wall. Everything would sell out and then come back live completely at random. Several people came with 100 plus points, could redeem serial cards because they said to be sold out. Bandai does not know how to manage events with this number of people. Sadly, that's a fact. I hope this event, the worst one I've attended in my opinion, serves as a warning so these mistakes are repeated in the future. They fucked up everything. Like, okay, the venue was big enough. It was not super small, but it was managed like I don't even know where to start. They said that the venue would open at 9, I think Thursday, something like that. And then there was only one entrance for everybody. There was more than 4,000 people waiting in queue, going on spiral around the venue, doing laps around the venue outside. Like, and it was not super hot. I would say it was pretty cold waiting outside in line. More than 4,000 people lined up, going one by one for security purposes, of course, because they have to check the backpacks and stuff, and then you need to go and do your checking with your code. It was Germany, of course, gonna be scuffed. Ci hanno fatto aspettare 2 ore fuori la mattina? Yeah. Yes. 2 hours outside in the cold. It was not pretty cool. Did he post his decklist anywhere? I'm not sure about it. Check-in was a fucking mess? Yes. Check-in was a complete mess. It was a disaster. And then, there was also another problem that apparently they had this genius fucking idea. I don't know who had the idea to close the shop for tickets for the finals the day before the finals. So on Friday, they randomly decided to close the shop. First thing first, I don't even fucking know why there was a ticket for an invite-only finals. I have no clue. What the fuck? We get an invite to participate in the finals? and we have to pay, bro. And it's even worse. That's separated from the TCG plus stuff. So the ticket wasn't doing anything, basically. So on day one, the ticket was never requested. Okay, day one at the LCQ, the ticket was requested to get your participation prices. So you had to pay $35 to get your participation prices. And that's understandable, okay? I'm fine with that. Because LCQ, it's a tournament, it's not free, you have to pay, it's not invite only. So if you want to tender, you have to pay the ticket, you get the ticket, you get the prices showing the ticket, it's fine, completely fine. But what about the finals? Why the fuck there's a ticket for finals? And what is the idea behind closing the shop the day people are playing LCQ to get the invite for finals? How the fuck are people supposed to buy the finals ticket if you close the shop? So basically, when the LCQ ended, all of the qualified people were waiting in line because they couldn't get the finals ticket. And it's also fucked up because, like, I buy the LCQ ticket and then I qualify and I have to buy another ticket. So that's $70. What? Can't you just, I don't know, convert the LCQ ticket into the main event one or some shit like that so you only have to pay once? I don't know. And I got the same problem because I didn't buy the ticket for the main event, for the finals. You may wonder why I didn't buy the ticket. And the reason is very simple, because there was the LCQ the day before. So in case I happen to qualify for the One Piece tournament, I could have the options to play in both, and then I could decide and buy the ticket accordingly, right? Because I was pretty sure that also the LCQ people have to buy the fucking ticket, right? The invite was actually invite to pay more money? Yeah. They hear you don't buy cases of fraud, you gotta make sure you pay your dues. They even say on the website, if you get invited to LCQ, you'll be refunded. That also never happened. Yeah, bro, that's absolute. So what happened is that at some point, between one turn and another of the One Piece tournament, I went to get my Fusion World Pass, just in case. And the help desk made things worse, actually. So I waited in line. I got at the help desk, and then I said, the shop is not working. Somebody closed the shop. Can you reopen it? Can you please reopen it? Because we have to buy the tickets for finals. And the answer was, we can't do that. We can't do that because it's already closed. And it's super hard to reopen it. I have no way to do that. We need to call a backend engineer to find. I don't even know what they have to do. But that guy was fucking lying. That guy was lying for sure. And then I showed that I was already enrolled in the tournament with my TCG account, right? Because we could participate. We didn't have to buy the ticket to play into the tournament. But the thing is, what happened if we don't have the ticket? We can't get the prices? Like, what was the ticket for? I don't know. But I had to make sure to get the ticket, because if I don't get the ticket, maybe I can't play in the tournament. So I have to wait there. I had to wait for 3 hours. 3 hours from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to solve this thing. And the people at the, and the guy at the help desk made things worse because he said, how the fuck are you enrolled in the tournament if you don't have the ticket? Because it's invite only, dumbass. Of course I have the invite. I got 4 fucking invites. Of course I'm enrolled in the tournament. What do you mean? I don't need your fucking $35 ticket to play in the finals. I have it already from Bandai, yo. So he decided to cut me off the tournament. I was the only player in the app that had the tournament, and then it said not selected. So the guy at the front desk, instead of helping me buying the ticket, he got me off the tournament because I wasn't supposed to be in without the ticket. Yes. So the guy behind me in the line had the same problem. And the buddy asked for my friend. He was a friend of mine. He had the same problem, but for One Piece, basically. And the same problem, he asked for the TCG Plus ID, and he refused to do that because he didn't want to get off the tournament as well. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. You hit it there. Who do you know who I am? No, I didn't. Of course, I never said who I was. He didn't know me. I don't care about it. G-Size, thanks for the Prime, man, bro. Welcome. Was that a mistake? Did he kind of maliciously? Yes, he did it on purpose. And then he said, at some point, then I confronted him again, and he said, maybe he did a little mistake, cut me off, but then I have to wait. And then I asked another guy, and he said he can't do anything because the other guy cut me off. So at some point, 3 hours passed, and it still didn't solve anything. And like it was fucking crazy. Because while I was waiting in the line, there were people coming and greeting me. They were like, "Oh, hello, you're Iceland. I watch your stuff. Can we take a picture? Can I greet you?" But I was waiting. I was fucking pissed off because I couldn't get my fucking ticket for 3 hours straight. I wanted just to go home, test my decks, and then decide which list to take a determined. I was supposed to go back at the hotel and then test a little bit of Nameku, a little bit of Sharon, then decide what to take and stuff like that. But I couldn't because I was stuck 3 fucking hours waiting for that guy. Was working the whole time, was very respectful, very humble. Those people weren't respecting us. Yeah, 50 people in front of them and just ignoring us. Exactly. And then we'll get Jay will just get him even more pizza. At some point, like, and random time frame pizza were coming for those guys. There was one guy. Guys, there were like, I don't know, 4 desks, one guy. One guy with a PC. And then another, I don't know, there was an elder there. did you see the elder at the front desk lying like this for fucking 6 hours, maybe even 8? What the fuck? We had to wait 25 minutes because his laptop was locked? Yes, anziano saggio. We had to wait for the... Yes! At some point there was a line, and there was not even one guy. We were just waiting in line without anybody to solve stuff. Anybody. Say that was soldier. It was fucking funny. It was not funny. I want to go home. All of my buddies were waiting in the hotel. I was there stuck. And then after 3 hours, guys, after 3 fucking hours, 3 hours of wait, at 8 p.m., one guy came out of the venue and he said, "What's happening?" I told him, "The shop is closed. I can't buy the ticket." He answered, "Which game do you need to buy a ticket for?" Fusion World. He took out his phone, scrolled down a little bit, clicked an option, opened the shop, and I could buy my ticket. Backend engineer my ass. They can reopen the shop when they want. What the fuck? I had to wait 3 hours for one guy to solve my problem with one click? This guy came in, will solve in less than 2 minutes? Yes. What the fuck? This guy solved everything. And then I told him, this other guy, bro, it banned me from the tournament. It got me out of the tournament. And like, he was laughing. He said, "Oh, you're the guy. You're the only guy that says not selected. You're the only one." I said, "Yes, can you get me in?" "Yeah, sure, I'm gonna do that." Click, click, click. Boom. You're in again. Thank you, buddy. 3 minutes, everything solved. One guy. The other guy, 3 hours, doing nothing. Can he issue a ticket, a report, or whatever? Like, that was so bad. Like, it was awful. Customer experience, completely awful. Event management, awful. I wouldn't say it was epic. Sedge. Yeah, it was super sedge. And at that point, at 8 p.m., I could finally check in, but for some reason, the check-in requires you to submit a deck list. And once you submit the deck list and you check in, you can't change your deck. Because they lock the options to change your deck. So I was pissed off, tired. I was waiting for 3 hours. I had to submit a deck list. I didn't know what to play because I didn't test. I was playing fucking One Piece. I was playing Ace. It was fun, but I didn't play a single game of Fusion World. I didn't even know what to play, and I had to submit a deck list in order to check in. So I just submitted Sharon randomly, and then I couldn't even change it. And I submitted a list without crucial cards because I made the list on a whim and I forgot to put the Goku Bardock or whatever. So it was a shit festa, guys. It was so fucking bad. Luckily, the next day they made us change the deck list, so I could add a couple of cards that I didn't add to begin with. But at that point, I was already locked in. I didn't have any other deck to play. If I had the opportunity, I would have tested Nameku. I would have tested a little bit of Giblet. Maybe I would have changed my mind. Maybe I would have played a different decks. I just locked a list on a whim. Because the organization was god awful. Bandai, yes. And and it didn't even improve the following days, guys. So you would expect, okay, the first day was complete shit. Okay, understandable. What about the following days? Did they improve anything at all? What was the name of the guy already? The bald one? What the fuck? What was the name? I already forgot it, man. But he got a lot of curses, I think. We're skipping his name? Yes. When my friend changed deck in the morning, check in, and wait we do Friday? Yeah. So, but okay, the following day, Baldy? No, it was not Baldy. Yeah, it's just a different name. I don't remember. I don't actually remember. He was the most useless guy ever. I haven't seen a most useless guy on the customer service. He couldn't solve shit. All he could do was saying, "Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. I don't know how to solve that." He couldn't solve anything. At some point, we were, I don't know, 50 people. Yeah, it was the most NPC ever. We were 50 people waiting in line. What the fuck was his name, guys? Can anybody remember that? No, it's not David. It's not David. I clearly remember it's not David. It's always a bald guy with glasses. I don't even remember. And by the way, the following days was not even better. So actually, the day of the finals, there was competitors that could enter the venue from 8 to 9 in order to start playing at fucking 9. And then there was the general entry after 9 o'clock. It makes sense, right? It does make sense. But what happened? They didn't open the door before 9 a.m. anyways. So there was no different lines. Everybody, even bro, even the fucking employees had to wait in line with us. There was not like a back entrance for we had the judges waiting in the fucking 2 hours queue with us at some point. Who was the TO? I had no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. But I recognize multiple people from multiple organizations. It was not one tournament organizer. I think it was like organized by Bandai directly, and then I guess he called a lot of different TOs for different games. I waited 5 hours for the early check-in just to be told that the early check-in rewards are not available. Yes, and they stole the early check-in rewards. They got stolen. He told us the accolades could still be changed after submission before round 1, which wasn't even possible in the app. Yeah, that was a bug. They said they would have fixed it, but they didn't. But okay, so basically the day after, 9 a.m., nobody entered the venue. 9 a.m., nobody entered the venue. So at some point they said, fuck it. They opened the doors and everybody rushed in. Fucking believable. There was not even control because we were already late. We were already late, so they didn't check a single person entering the lobby. I could have entered with fucking guns in my backpack. They wouldn't have stopped me. Thankfully, TCG players are nice. So I think they didn't bring guns. At least I didn't hear any gunshot. But there was no controls at all. The day of the finals, no controls at all. They opened the doors, everybody rushed in. And there were not even different lines. There were not even different queues for like to entry. One entrance for everybody. One entrance for everybody, guys. It was the zoo. Non sperare te che è napoletana. Bella, Mike. Imagina una cosa del genere in America. Yeah, thankfully it was not in NA. Like, what the fuck? It was a massive shit show. I saw you there. We were there from 6:45 a.m. in line. Didn't get to enter until 8:45 a.m. Congrats on your fellow countryman qualifying. Thank you. Yeah. I didn't even get there, Vic. I'm still complaining about the organization. I've never seen such a bad organized event. Management was shit, said won the event. Sounds about right. Yes. It does, right? Was the head of No Heroes, German card store owner who found a new TO with another guy. Is now the head for EU Bandai tournament. Any TCG players may have guns. Hopefully we are EU, so we just think and that's it. It was indeed the worst event I've ever been to. So I mean, now I realize why they don't organize 2,000 plus people tournament for One Piece, and they just do smaller tournaments because they're not able to manage it. They're not able to do that. People were shouting and asking for bigger tournaments. They can't do that. They can't manage it. Includes random allies in Germany. And in us went very smooth. In Texas, a gun would have been pulled. Yeah. Oh my god. But even after all of that, I still enjoy my time there. I still had fun. I talked to a lot of people. I met a lot of people. I took pictures. I even signed an autograph. I didn't know how to do that. I managed to write something, I guess. I hope it works. and I sucked at the main event. I had better results in the One Piece tournament than the Fusion World 1. Imagine. Yeah, I also recorded some videos. The Hero Kid, yeah. One of my fans was the kid, and then he went top 8 with Nameku. The kid was such a menace. Yeah, he was really good. Okay, I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Was the stream better? I heard some complaints about the stream as well. I can see why. Gundam. So 1 hour and a half in, one game of Gundam streamed. He's like waiting time simulator. Oh, I mean, okay. It was pretty like the finals was pretty fun. We watched it at the venue. Yeah, the ending was absolutely hilarious. The ending was unreal. Okay, I don't care about this. I saw you playing SCQ OP, but wasn't sure. Yeah, I was. I played Ace. I had some good games actually. I'm not gonna lie. SCQ One Piece, like okay, round 1, I didn't have an opponent, so it was easy win. And then I I lost 3 dice roll out of 4 that I played. Then I faced I think I faced Im, lost the dice roll, but I won the game. Then I faced Sabo, lost the dice roll, but couldn't do anything at all. Because like he just curved me out with 6-cost Sabo into Dragon into Sabo into doubles to see back to back to KO my white bird. And like it's already a bad matchup. You can't do shit. Yeah, that just feels bad. Oh, look at that. Bro, did you notice anything? I am the kid. I know, Lion. I know. Good job. Good job. Congratulations again. Getting top 8. It was quite unfortunate for the DQ stuff and such, but you did a great job. I was waiting for Digimon LCQ. Sharon Channel 1. Yeah, I mean, Sharon is here, but guys, I'm pretty sure this is not the right one. What do you think? Close enough. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, also Mika is a very good player. I respect him. He decided to play Sharon too, and then he top. So congrats. Vogliamo andare a una partita in stream. Ah. And he was like, he also was like, bro, I'm so happy you're also playing Sharon. I think it's a great pick. Yada yada. But he didn't face fucking Kid Kut round 1. He's a player in Benny's personal board space. Yeah, Frieza is very aggressive. Super aggressive. Positioning. Yeah, also guys, the top guys, I don't even know how some decks stopped. I have absolutely no clue. I told you the meta was a jungle, right? And there was some random shit up there for some reason. Like Jin Omega. Bro, okay, there was one Golden Frieza there was not playing this version. He was playing the regular version with fucking 2-drop King Cold, 4-drop King Cold, what is the other guy? Mecha Frieza. And I think that deck doesn't beat any. I, I don't even know how the fuck did it reach. He doesn't even beat Piccolo. That version of Golden Frieza doesn't even beat Piccolo. I don't even know how he got there. Omega didn't fight a single Nameku, but and like the last game they gifted him the game because I've seen one yellow Jida misclicking IRL. That was kind of funny. Agro version well positioned on the mid version, that's shit. Yeah, I agree. But I've seen one yellow Jida misclicking IRL. I don't know what the fuck happened, but that guy. Okay, I think I know what happened. I think that the thing is the 5-cost Vegeta alt art and the result of training have a similar art, so maybe he got confused. But he had one energy, and the opponent was going for the all-in. Instead of playing the 1-cost spell, the result of training to plus 15k and draw 1, he played the new spell, 1 energy plus 10k and then 5 cost can't attack. But that was the last attack, so like it just made no sense. He misclicked. And he would have drawn a super combo and win the game. He lost by 5k. So even a 5k was enough to win after the result, but he just casted the wrong spell. And once he casted the wrong spell, he realized and he just threw the game. I've never seen something like that. I've never seen one misclicking IRL. I have no idea how that can happen. So that guy didn't make it to top, and your opponent did. Ooh. Yeah, I like this deck. This deck is super cool. I also think that Sharon doesn't have an inherently bad matchup. Okay, this start is super nuts. This start is insanely strong. This start, bro. This start. I have IRL misclicked. What did you mean? What did you do, man? Jin have gotten so lucky to beat 3 Piccolos. That Jinpei is in chat and he can say those Piccolo were doing some random stuff during games. I've heard some stories. That's a god hand? Yeah, it is. I've heard some stories of Piccolo players playing Gamma 1, Gamma 2, 30k, swinging into UI, comboing a 10k. Yes. Gamma 1, play Gamma 1, play Krillin. And then you swing with Gamma 1 on UI, combo the Krillin. Oh, Gamma 2? Oh, never mind. The Gamma 2, actually. The 3-drop that swings 30k. So you swing 30k, you combo a 10k. Wow. If you don't understand the matchup, I can understand losing. Even if you get a leader, it should be 100% winning. Which side are you talking about, Ryan? I played this matchup on both sides, and if Frieza swings too early, it's getting punished way too hard. I think Sharon completely stomps him. Because if he starts swinging with pieces super early, then he can play General Blue, Goa, stuff like that, swing 20 to 20, and then you win. Oh, Piccolo versus Gina? Yeah. Those Piccolo players was I don't even know what I don't even know. I haven't seen the matchups. So yeah, and actually, once he faced a good Piccolo player, that's my man Borja from Spain. Jiren got 2-0. Of course. That's what should happen. Was it me? I lost that match because I didn't see a beast all game. Oh, that's fair. That usually doesn't happen. Faced a Jiren and won? Yeah. See, I don't know how you lose Vegeta versus Piccolo, but man, who knows? I've also heard that the Piccolo players took... So he had unlock ability in hand. Thus, he decided to eat 2 crits from Khalifa back to back. The GM player has had a couple of Khalifa on board. He decided to went from 4 life to 2 life, eating 2 crits, because he had unlock ability in hand. I don't know who that guy is. I don't want to name and shame, but I think it's just a dumb play. Gamma 3 drop ramped a beast, didn't see another one all game. Oh, bro, that's super unfortunate. Lost NA not stop cut because of that 2 against Cell. It happens sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it can happen. Getting mad every second they see Omega picture for a Black Shadow game. They didn't even correct it. Wow. He's going face. He's going face. Look at him. What a god opener. Il bravo Bertatuni è paralizzato ad attaccare. Quei piccoli mi sa che sono stati comprati. C'è stata una piccola compravendita di partite. Lo simile non ha preso per il culo? Boh. Lo simile non è incredibile. Di Goku. Bro, that Goku was so good. That Goku looks so damn clean. I don't know if you've seen it in person. This looks very nice. Friend of mine lent me the full pimped deck, so I also play with the fully upgraded deck. It should be more consistent, right? Shouldn't it? Wait, he can't do the leader effect though. For energy, la vita l'ha presa per flipparsi, ma non può fare effetto leader. Bro, he can't use the leader effect. Why did he flip like that? We might not see our god worse. At least we have a 2 hours long field play CCG meta prediction video for next set to comfort us guys. Wow. Am I judging this? I don't know what to say. I think like this is the worst tournament experience ever. And also like random shit happening. If you get if you get a good Swiss, that's half of the job. At some point there was a Goma. No, like the only undefeated player in Swiss was Goma. Imagine. The one deck that hard loses to Nameku. I don't know what his pairing were, but top 16, I think he got paired with a Nameku and he lost instantly. He's a very good player. Yeah, I agree. He was playing good, but I don't agree with the deck choice. I don't think you win into any. He played against me with Giblet. Giblet is supposed to shit on Goma though, right? You play fucking 2-drop spell and you destroy him. Correct. Oh, you're the top cut Giblet? Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I can see why he lost. But that's also the curse of perfect Swiss, guys. Never, yeah. Never go perfect score on the Swiss. Then you're cursed and you lose the first one of the top cut. That's almost guaranteed. One Cell, one Giblet, one Jiren, two Nameku, one Pickle's Age, one Babidi, one Yellow Jita. What? How did you win green decks? I don't get it. I can see winning versus Yellow Jita. I can see winning versus Jiren. I can see winning versus Piccolo. I guess Babidi. But I don't see how he's winning versus Giblet and Nameku. He was mad Tauka was the same day. Yeah. Imagine having to wake up 4 a.m. having to do Tauka after the shit show of day 1. Yeah. So his match against Cell destroyed the poor guy. Yeah, I think after the Ballis, the Cell matchup is a very like since he lost the 4 of self destruct, then Cell has no way to deal with Arinsu, and I think it's favorable for Goma. Bella Brani sono a casa. Is Gibe favorable versus Nameku too? It's a green mirror. I wouldn't say so. I think Nameku is a little bit better. But it is if it's not 50-50, it is 55-45. It's still super close. Anything can happen. Banlist already on digital client? No, I don't think so. Went 12-game win streak with Gotenks last night. Gotenks. And then Banjiren. You're sleeping on it, I'm telling you. I don't think so. I just think it's a very bad deck. The EFF? Because he has 1 card in hand, 2 life? Yeah. I think Bandai announces the 2026 plan soon. I guess. Oh, also, by the way, the pricing for the finals was very odd. It was very odd indeed. Like, the higher you place, the more amount of participation prizes you got. So, like, my buddy plays first in a tournament, And he got something like 10 energy markers set. What the fuck is that? And 5 Gohan Beast markers? What? So basically, the more you win, the more copies of a single prize card you get. You don't get a different one, a fancier one. Maybe they overprinted markers and they had to dispose of them all. I don't know. They're gonna announce their scene going to hibernation until they can actually run shit well. 39 just wanted the SCR Goku. Oh, that's pretty bad. 37 lost the last round for top 16. Damn. Team 5 markers because new leader. This leader gives 5 markers. Does it? Maybe, but it's still pretty odd. Wait, how did Michael lose this game? Was a trailer? Oh yeah, I remember that. I think FBO9 is pretty hype. FBO9 looks very nice. The problem is that we need to get to FBO9. Final Grand Finals, first place, they should make them a special reprint of the video they used with the stamp on it. Yeah, sure. They're never gonna do that. And what place top cut kid got? I was told he played super well. Yes, he got top 8. He lost in top 8. He usually types on YouTube livestream. He lost one loss because of deck check? Yeah. He lost one game because of deck check. I think they went I think also they so the thing is he had some cards that had more sleeves than others. And if it were performed by anybody that was not a kid, I think it was like DQ, maybe ban, some stuff like that. I think they went easy on him. This is a kid. Not sure about it. That's harsh. Wait, what is harsh? One game loss is harsh? I don't think. I think it's very light. Like one game loss. It's not match loss. It's one game loss. In best of 3, you can still win. Imagine losing top card because of one perfect fixed sleeve. I mean, one card that was leave is kind of cheaterish. Could have been an honest mistake. Yeah, I mean, we don't know that. We don't know the intent, of course. Could happen. Game loss is fine. Yeah, game loss. I think game loss is fine. It's okay, buddy. You will get it next time. We are all behind you anyway. Yeah. Like it's also insane how they're not showing any life amount whatsoever on the overlay for clarity. Like I think this is 2 cards, but we don't see it clearly enough. Or is it 3? Maybe it is 3 actually. Could be 3. Sure, use common sense judgment. It was thick enough to be cheating. Then sure, it was not even noticeable. Why even care? Must have been thick. Yeah, it was. It was definitely noticeable. It was thicker. You can do a tier prediction this time for VOA. You think Gon will dominate? Yeah, I didn't do anything at all actually, because I was preparing for finals. I think to sell during this week, especially when you play 70 star Ficos all sell. Ooh. Metakula. Oh, again? I'm not a big fan of this playline. Scared of tomorrow facing Broly's all day. He has all zeros. He's dead. Yeah. You see Digimon EU champ controversy? No, I didn't see anything. Wait, what happened? So wait, it is 1-1? They end on 1-1? Oh wait, no, first game Frieza won. They messed up. Wait, they messed up? No way. Scene was Cyber at 1-0? Yeah, what the fuck? I was distracted. I wasn't paying close attention. Questo gold era normale, quello che Pro non so come uscire essere lì. Cos'era Freeze, sono speranza del Sharon, sì. Check Twitter mention, 10 seconds at tweet. Twitter mention? Can I see that? Hold on. How do I even see the post? This guy is a Digimon one? This guy? Cheating on Steam after VOD review. They place a card from trash to his hand after searching through it. Curious to see how Bandai will react. Bro! On stream? on final? What the fuck? There's no way. And what the fuck is this quality, bro? What are we? 209? Certified to 30p banger? Wow. Nobody, bro, so nobody will see with 270p quality, understandable? Yeah. I guess. What the fuck? Bro, you're on stream. You're on stream. And finals. And he won. Wow. Imperial A, I don't know what they're talking about. Hero was happy, it was doing so well. Hope it's punished appropriately. There was also a cheater in Lighten finals, started a security from his end. Yeah, like bro, if he does this stuff on stream, I wonder what he does off stream. If he's bold enough to cheat on stream at finals at the very last round, I wonder what this guy does off stream. That like he should be banned for sure. Is he banned already? No ruling yet? Wow. That's something. But why would like there was only one invite for fucking Digimon? And he had to cheat? What did he do? He had one card from trash. When you're a cheater, unfortunately, you have a cheater habit, slow, similar, no muscle memory, don't forgive. This is the grand final, by the way. This is my teammate, Bonaf. But he's Francesco. He didn't even put a nickname. I would say also Debbie, most consistent player. Back to back worlds. Props to this guy. Top guys on first name basis, apparently. Come ha scelto Cell? Esce il video domani. I'm gonna release the video tomorrow, guys. The top cut, Cell deck profile, winner champion deck profile, and top 8 Omega Sharon deck profile. It's gonna be tomorrow. I just need to make the thumbnails. So Nick e Shiva Master, prima del game stimando chiedono il nome. Lui gli aveva letto il nome proprio. Mamma mia, Albona. Che potenza. I swear this guy saw both one-offs in every game. I mean, he's the champ for some, like, for a good reason, right? You need to be a great pilot and a little bit of luck. That's how you become champion. It's called skill. Yeah, it's also not that unusual if you start with a lot of searchers. If you cycle through your whole deck, it's not that unusual. Draw skills now they don't have. Francesco Totti, no, Francesco Bonaf. Okay, I clearly remember. Was it this game? I think this turn Debbie fucks up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is not intentional. And he realizes after that he realizes he fucked up. I thought wrong energy. Yeah. Damn. And now he had to go minus in hand just to make sure he can use the leader effect. But that's pretty bad. Ma se Davi forse è un troppo aggressivo? No, secondo me è un bel mazzettino. Yeah, now he has to combo the Nameku, and then he doesn't have it later. Just to get a one like he already has to combo one from hand. And now he has to combo another one. Because if he uses the Radish effect, he's gonna suck the Twisted Morality. But if he tap the Piccolo, he could suck the Piccolo and use the effect with Piccolo and Goku. But now he can do that. So that's pretty bad. And now he has to combo from board. Yep. Broly BR. Boom. Removing the 18. Broly Gaza. Bella carta. Blocks with the Self-Awakener. Risa and Broly. Pass. And actually, so the thing is, if he didn't KO the 18, he could play the Cell player could play the 4-drop, Cell Chain, and remove the Broly. Because the 4-drop gives minus 10k, then this becomes a 15k, and new Cell KOs are 15k, and then he can swing for 40, So it's a good play removing the 18, of course. And the only way Bonaf has to remove the Broly is to top deck the one-off Cell Destruct, or use the coin for C16 and 18. But that's I think that's such a bad play. So luckily he has this self-destruct. Main cell main. Hello owner. Did you ever get your ticket sorted so you were having some troubles on Friday? Yeah, I already talked about it extensively. Awful organization. And the funny thing is I didn't even need it. I didn't even need it. Because they didn't ask for the ticket anywhere. Not for check-in, not for prices. They never asked for it. So I wonder why we even paid $35. How many passports you guys got? Uh I got 2 passports. I didn't abuse the system, unfortunately. I didn't. Okay, actually, when they were lending me the passport, I didn't even want to take it because I didn't want to fill my backpack with uh, promotional stuff. But it turned out that it's pretty valuable. Boom! Look at that. Okay. This was also a gamble play, but it was pretty good. So Sal played the first job because he's seen Debbie charging a couple of twisted moralities, and he betted on him not having a third one. Because if he doesn't have a third one, Sal is in a very, very good spot. If he has a third one in hand, then it's really fucked. Like he took his chances and he got um repaid for that. If you don't want to get a lunch break because of P Finals didn't, no, we didn't have a lunch break. Yeah, and he doesn't have a third one. So he can't remove the 4. Sal is playing perfectly, by the way. So when you're facing a green aggro deck, you wanna hard defend your 4th life. Because every single aggro green deck can easily 3-0 you. Easily. Namaku is the best. Namaku is the best one, of course. But Giblet is also deadly. Green Jida can do that easily. Every single one of the green aggro decks can easily 3-0 you. They're gonna gunshot you. But if you defend your 4th life, 4-0 is a different matter. It's not that easy anymore. Taking 2 life before going in with the Nameku all in. Soprattutto domani? Sì, quello che riesco. Diventa molte più linee Nameku con Glass Cannon. E Nameku però fa molto bene quello che deve fare. Molto molto bene. Boom. Nameku can punch such high numbers with little investment and one it got popular quickly. Yeah, it's very good. It does one thing, but it does it very well and very consistently. That's why it's a great deck. Super consistent, always does the same thing, but it does it well. Judgment Troops si spezza. No, in realtà non ci sono matchup particolarmente negativi. Bella Yak, buonasera caro. A parte tipo Yellow Vegeta che è un cancro, però ci sta. Gastiamo finché non giochi sul vantaggio carico perché io li trovi Oppo con 16 in mano. Vabbè, se giochi tipo anche il Goku a 5 puoi estendere il game molto più a lungo. Quello senza dubbio. Boom, 20k. Solamente scopare che adesso gioco Sharon. Ci sta. Se è possibile battere per Nameku? È un brutto brutto matchup. Sì. Una delle forze di Cell. Fuori che double strike. Block. And that's also one of the bad thing about Giblet. Like he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 8 cards in hand. 9. He had like 9 cards in hand. And there's not a single playable card that you're happy to cast. Sometimes it's like that. Because it's very versatile. It's very cool. But he doesn't have anything. It's basically a blank hand. He has a lot of combo power, sure, but not a single piece. And that doesn't happen with Nameku. If you play Nameku, you always have something to play. It's either gonna be the 3-drop promo Goku, or the Forkos Piccolo, or the Chain. You have a billion cards in hand, so you can also decide which one to go for. And leader attacks twice, yeah. You play new decks? No, I didn't. I think it's gonna be tomorrow on client. Should be tomorrow. Boom, boom. Okay, at this point, Giblet is fucked. He doesn't have a great hand. We're chaining over and over again. And he's like, game over. 5 Costel to play self-destruct again. Swinging for 30Ks, 40Ks, 40Ks. What can he even do? What do you think about Giblet List running Goku Black and Broly's? I think it's an interesting choice. You're giving up a little bit of early game consistency and swarm potential to have an answer to big drops, and that can pay off in a jungle meta. It can very well pay off in a jungle environment. But in the thing is, at least like that, facing super definite meta game, I don't think it will ever be optimal. But for this specific tournament, he read the room. He said, I'm gonna face a lot of random stuff. So I think it actually makes sense. I think it's a great choice. Because you're facing random shit. Even if it's finals. That was my mistake basically. I assumed kind of close meta game. I assumed everybody would test, everybody would play meta, or at most anti-meta. But actually, if you're playing a wide variety of decks, having answers to everything, even though you have less consistency on your plays, it works out the best. You can mulligan for your answers, you can search for those, you can draw a lot of stuff. Yeah, having the option to answer everything is completely fine. I think it's the best strategy. I agree with this list. Yeah, Broly is surprisingly good into Omega. It's surprisingly good into the mirror match. It's super good into black decks also. You can remove stuff swinging a 2-drop. E tu che hai perso la kill con il Darghigno. Bella, calma. And this G2. Andata male? Sì. È andata male. Non bisogna metacollare. Ma sono successe molte cose storte questo weekend. Non solo una, quindi insomma. Conviene recuperarsi la prima ora e mezza di VOD, se ti interessa la storia, perché ho parlato. No, no, per la prima ora in realtà. Ho parlato molto nel dettaglio di tutta la merda che è stato Bandai Card Fest Finals. Messa libera, libera, 3 instant, monotask, 3 black. È libero, sì. Spiace anche a me, però. Also, I think that they shouldn't, bro. I think that having a Bandai Card Fest is a bad idea. I think it's a very bad idea. I hate that. Like having to decide between playing like let's assume you like Bandai games and you actively play 2 games and you can't even play both because the finals are on the same day, same venue, same time. Holy shit. Ooh, Sev Distract. Again. True master. What's your thoughts about Goma? I won a national here with the deck. I think that you don't win versus green aggro decks, namely Nameku and Giblet, but you have other great matchups. It's not inherently a bad deck, but in an environment where 60-70% of decks are the aggro green decks, it's not a great pick. Giocamento base con le mirror, ma boh, nah. Gomez the dog, yeah, but the dog doesn't do shit. Especially if the Nameku player is playing full power. He can even kill both 2 dogs and still go for game. Il 5. In Pioneer via tanta gente sbaglia. Sì, assumendo che alle finals il livello sia basso, sì. Tendenzialmente non dovrebbe essere così. Però, cose succedono. Boom, boom. Clean the board. Very nice. Very nice. Buff. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. Giblet. Boom, boom. I got a little bit of a sore throat. Oh. Can we send into this community? So there's so many questions. Un dipendente Bandai. So like this game is not much different. Okay, so this game Debbie is pushing a lot. And that's great. You're supposed to do that. Because if you don't push, you're never gonna win the game. You need to get that fourth life from Cell. If you don't get that fourth life, you're always gonna lose. You can't force zero im. Except from, you're gonna see that soon. Hello Tokyo, I use Black Sharon. The reasoning is I explained everything in the first hour or so of the VOD. If you're really curious about the whole Bandai Fest experience. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is one thing that Giblet can do that the other green decks can, that like Nameku can't. And it's actually to double strike to 4-0. So you push a lot, you make your opponent defend his fourth life, and then you go for a double strike. That it can work. It's not guaranteed to work, of course. Because Cell can still have a couple of supers in hand and get away. But he didn't have any, so vabbè, adesso fate i bravi ragazzi. And this is a very hard choice, by the way, because like if you don't have supers and you block, you need to give 4 cards. But if you take, you might die. Boom, double strike. 90k. And that's not enough, unfortunately. 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 100 actually. He has no super, so he can block for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. If you had like 2 supers, or even 1 super, 110k, He could have won. Una fa la trollata, ha detto poteva parare senza pietà. Devi parare. Però usavi tutta la mano. Un 50 dovevi usare 4 carte. If you block the 50, he should have used like 4 cards. And then he had 1, 2. And then he had 2 cards left in hand. Like I don't think you can. I don't know. I don't think you can do that. The problem is like blocking a 50k with no super as you're giving 4 cards and you're left with 2 cards in hand. I think Debbie had no other plays, so it was not a bad idea at the end of the day. But I don't know if he could have won, even if he blocked. Su 5-2 invece di tirare il drop a terra, Lampare lo charge, ma come? Cosa? I'm gonna get some water. Be right back. I need it. Ooh, what a start for the last game of finals, bro. And, okay, this is a spicy play, by the way. This is a spicy play. I've done it as well. Okay, so actually, this is a charge. So if Francesco really wanted it, he could have said you can't take it back. But it's okay. So the thing is, okay, what do I think about this play? I've done it myself. Say a 2 energy. Okay, when you go second, of course it is better. When you go second, it is so much better. Cause like you have less energy, you don't charge, or you don't have to suck your own energy to proc your eat effect. You just do not charge for 1 turn, proc your eat effect, and then flip, maybe use a leader effect, run back. It's definitely better as a line. If you're going first, playing Radish to suck that, go back to 1 and proc your eat is not inherently bad, but the problem is you're gonna start next turn with 2 energy. And starting with 2 energy means that you can charge to 3 and then you can play a 4 drop, let alone a 5 drop. So you're not gonna play your Giblet, Golden Frieza line next turn. You're gonna slow your pace by a lot. So I'm not even sure it's worth it. Of course, like removing 3 18s is very cool, but I'm not entirely sure it's worth it. What do you think, guys? Is it? If you're still in chat, Debbie, what do you think about it? Because there was like one other occasion where I did the same play, but then I was so slowed down. Like next few turns were pretty lucky because you had to suck one energy and then you're at 3, you're not at 4. Hmm. Not worth. I don't know. But I did the same thing like on stream, my last stream, I think. And it looks fancy. It looks cool. It looks genius, right? Because then people are gonna say, "Oh, whoa, he did not charge and suck the energy to proc the E. That's a great play." But I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not entirely sure. I want Gotham. So some people think it's a good play. Some people think it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know either. Okay, perfect. Robert, thanks for the sub, man. Tanto rampi lo stesso? Però finisci il turno a 2 energie invece che a 3. Anzi, potenzialmente a 4. So potentially you could be at 4 energy, but you're at 3 energy. But he could chain T3 because he had a bunch of 18. Yeah. So you're sacking 2 energy to remove the 18s. Hmm. 18 again. 5. Boom. Radish is gone. And, guys, and then look how he's treasuring the spells in hand at this point. Because the first game he didn't have it, and he got punched by a 1-cost cell chain. Now he's keeping those. Just in case, just to be sure. He's gonna charge them eventually, because at some point they become useless. Once that reaches 5 energy, they basically become useless, because he can just directly chain to the 5. Yeah, always swing at board, don't swing at face, don't give him cards. Boom. Renegade. Yeah, this is the first piece of morality charge. Second one is gone. Because at this point, Cell reached 5 energy, you don't need immorality anymore. You don't need that anymore. Golden Frieza is always pretty nice. Draw 1, leader effect, back to energy. You can swing 25. Boom, boom. Hmm. Oh, also, okay, that's interesting. Guys, when you're playing at the streaming table, can you actually hear the commentators talking about the game with this headset? Because I was worried that they were about to commentate on cards in hand, and they were like, "Oh my god! Imagine if he goes all in. The opponent doesn't have any super combo, and then you go all in because you know the opponent doesn't have supers. Only players you can't. Okay, thanks God. Because it was pretty loud. It was super loud, guys, of course. Because at the venue was loud in itself. Alright? So they had these speakers at full power in order to make everybody listen to the finals. That's why I was worried they could hear those. That's illegal, no? It should be. We're chaining. Okay, on 5 energy, the new chain is actually pretty strong. It is super strong. $25 on 15. My whole board got in a moment, yeah. 25 on 15. Boom. Here comes the 40. Pop the other guy. 40 on 20. Sad Junior 15 on 15. 15 on 15. Un turno very villain. Sì. Wow. What a turn. 40 face. Boom. 40 face. Boom. He can't play the Tarls SCR chain. Like double SCR, double strike back to back. Of course. He doesn't have those. 30 face, pushing. He's gonna he's thinking about it. He got already double strike. So he knows Giblet can kill him if he wants to. We got double strike. So he just takes. Now this Goku Black coming in. Pop the cell. Boom. So now if he cell wanna all in, he just takes and all ins. But Giblet has a lot of cards in hand, so he's not gonna do that. He's just gonna defend it. Boom. 2 energy in. So like, do you remember early Giblet list? When this was super popular, actually, okay, back in the days, this was the best tool you had in a mirror match. Because playing Giblet, Golden Frieza back to back to back was easily answered with Twist and Morality, and you would go back and forth, clearing your opponent's board, developing yours. But the first body that developed Goku Black could stop that back and forth for the removal, because Morality cannot deal with the Goku Black. So it was actually super strong in a mirror match. It was the way you could win a mirror match, especially if the opponent mismatched his energy and he ended the turn on 3 energy. You knew that he couldn't answer with his own Goku Black to your own Goku Black. So you basically insta won the mirror match. Aside from the 4-cost Broly that was also pretty strong to remove the 2 drops. So Broly Goku Black was super strong in the mirror match. But the thing is, like, the early list used to play a lot of cantrips. So on the Goku Black turn, you could play a couple of cantrips to swing 40k crit and still have a 5k on board while searching for your stuff. Now you don't do that anymore because you need those same slots to play other tech cards or other more important bodies. That's why it feels a little bit bad to play Goku Black and then keep 2 open, not playing anything. But still, I think it's a good card in some matchups. I was testing it myself. It still feels bad though. Not playing double Kenship after a Goku Black, it still feels bad. Boom. Boom. That's 20k now. $25 on Goku Black. on Gobra. He let it die. So he's gonna chain. He's not gonna play the 40k. He's gonna play 30k and leave it standing. That's a great choice. He gets 10k more combo power. He gets a 10k on board. He's just gonna swing with lead. If he takes, he can also swing with that because he's trading a 10k for a 10k. He's gonna use a super combo. Because Gibbet has to go all in next turn or he's dead. So 4k coming. If he blocks it, he pass. If he takes it, he can swing. Check in the grave. I don't think he's going all in because he checked. He didn't use any super combo at all. I think he didn't use any instant too. Let me check. Let me double check. Yeah, no supers, no instant use. The all in is way too risky, guys. And if he wanted to go all in, he would have taken the Creed the previous turn. So he doesn't want to go all in. He has a pretty huge end size. He's just gonna wait for the opponent to commit. He's just gonna swing plane 30. Yeah. This is the best play. Absolutely best play. And now Ghibli is forced to go all in. It's not like he has any other viable line. He has to. But he's at 1 life, so Moody is not playable. Any Self-Awakeners is not getting any extra card. It's pretty tough. Even though 3-0 is usually pretty doable, at this point, Cell has a couple of Cell units on board. Healer swing. 30, 40, 50. And we're about to witness the funniest thing ever now. if you didn't watch the finals, like take a look at that. Okay, Namuk coming in. There's no point in casting any of these Radish because he's not taking live. Okay, let's see. Let's hear. That's a 45, 55, 65, 75, 8. No, oh, so sorry. These are 5k. Never mind. 70, 80, 90, 105. He blocks for 40, 60, 70, 80. And then he's showing that he can block for fucking 200k. That's a 10k, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. He can block 170, something like that, right? So of course sell insta one. Is going to be enough here? What the fuck? Cell is imperfect. Bro, Cell completely shit on. He could block 2 swings. Not even one. 105? He can block 170. Who are these people? Bro, how can you not realize? He showed his hand and that be considered, of course. I mean, it was not super clear, but how can you think that Cell conceded with this kind of hand? That makes no sense. I reveal my last life. Yeah, also. I don't know what they smoked. I don't know what they smoked. What are they rambling on? Yo! Probably reading from a teleprompter, they assume Cell wouldn't win after the ban list. Fantastic way to finish this one out. Bro, he got obliterated. What? Finish things in style. He conceded, bro. Can you even look at the game? Yo. What a poetic end. Probably they don't know how to count. And they start talking about how I mean, the 7 cost SCR is really strong. That's for sure. But it was not enough here. Wait, they're really talking about what a genius play is to combo offensively your super combos on the all-in? Hold on, did I hear it right? What? Using the super combo is an offensive range to make sure we are getting that easy 1 card 20k power? What the fuck? 1 card 20k power boost? Bro, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. What the fuck? They know the rules. What the fuck is he saying? I don't know. I won that card. It sounds broken. Super combos are 20k offensively. Yes. That not. But even if it did, he would have still lost, guys. Even with that 20k power boost, it was still not enough. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Però adesso sta roba che hanno preso loro, sì. Francesca. È una donna. He became a woman. Oh. He's spoiling future cards. You cannot hire 2 people as commentators if they don't know how to play the game. Because people that knew how to play the game were actually playing in the finals. What the fuck? He casted Self-Destruct on Curve to remove 4-cost Broly. What do you mean, game 1 we didn't see any copies of Self-Destruct? What? Okay, I didn't realize the amount of bullshit they're talking about. They were watching another game. Ma gli sketch comici? Non lo so. Pretty sure this guy are just generic caster with very basic knowledge of each game? Yeah. How much weed those guys know Saturday night? But I don't even remember the games they were casting. That's absurd. Even if you don't know how to play, you've seen Cell playing Self-Destruct. Oh my god. With the restricted list update, looks like it's done the right thing. Yeah, making it win finals? Is that the right thing? I don't know. I'm not sure about it, bro. Il suo campo di massa su un altro tavolo. The guy on the left talks so much shit with confidence is impressive. Even I am starting to believe him. Yeah, I mean, he's good, but he should learn a little bit of the game, maybe. They say that, then act completely unconcerned, like we've done a good job. Okay. No, that's a starter deck EX. I have to point that out. That's not a starter deck. Because if you go at a tournament with a starter deck, you're not gonna win any game. But even the starter deck EX requires you to buy fucking 2 to 3 Nameku. Those are SCR. So it's not that cheap. I wouldn't say it's that cheap. Yeah, you need 2 starter deck EX that costs twice the normal starter deck, and then you need 3 SCR on top of that. You can get away with 2 SCR and play 1 tiles. I cannot stress enough a starter deck plus some extra cards, like the secret rare Gokus. Yeah, basically negligible, right? Upgrading your starter deck with some extra cards like secret rare Gokus. I love it. 50% of the deck cost, yes. But like okay. At this point, I've seen it countless times. Can we get a shorter name? It's too long, guys. Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World. What the fuck is that? Can we get a shorter name? DBS TCG. What about that? Oh no, because we still have the other one. DB Fusion World. DBSGG. No, I mean DBFW is fine. DBSCGFW. No, that doesn't work. Long name TCG. That's true. That's true. When we get a new expansion, I mean, it's not true for Fusion World, but usually my main booster set always a real great propensity. Aside from FBO5, FBO6, FBO7. I mean, FBO7 got a couple of decks in it actually, but we will have a like a huge history of main booster set shaking up things. Not that I'm not, but that's bro. Imagine. And they're still convinced that the Giblet won, by the way. But imagine a new players that is like actually not even new players. Somebody that's not playing Fusion World, looking at the Bandai stream, and they hear these guys talking about it. They say you can drop it at LGS, play a couple of other decks, have something really competitive, and then you drop the LGS. You buy the deck so you don't see Dynamiku in it, and you're like, oh my god, this is unplayable. How do I win with that? And then you need to drop, I don't know, how much is that? $60 to get a couple of those. And now the price instantly is 2x, if not more. Even 3x. Mm. They think this game just came out. Yeah, plenty of energy mark. That's true. That's true. 10x. 10x energy markers. The Grand Finals invite is not for everybody that got the top cut finish. The Grand Finals invite is for top 4. Close enough, though. Close enough. Good thing this game doesn't get any new players. We don't have to worry about that. I love how they say the full name every single time. From our Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World. That seems like a great name. Seems like a great name. But like nobody told them. I wonder when they realized that Cell won. What the fuck? Organization was Karasovi. They didn't even give pricing to the Saturday players. What the fuck? One more. They're gonna tell him? They're gonna tell him? That is my favorite android. Favorite villain. Eccoci qua. Questo me l'avevo perso però. Me l'aveva detto Gian. Sally is my favorite villain. Because he's the strongest. He's still clueless. Bro, he's trying to tell him that Cell won. But he's still clueless. No? No, he doesn't know. So that's a third guy that doesn't know what's going on. So we don't only have two guys that has no idea what's going on, but now we have a third guy. But they did the fusion ha, so it's fine. It's fine. We got him. The meta defining triple strike is here again. Holy shit. Luffy is my favorite Dragon Ball character. The triple strike. Meta shaping. The third guy was like the Oz, did you know about the game? But guys, I actually like the left guy casting. I think it's pretty good. He just need to know a little bit more about what he's talking about. Just a little. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fucking broken. That car is fucking broken. It's not a callback. They copy pasted. They straight up copy pasted the artwork. Tribute. Okay. these are copy paste. Yeah, digital tomorrow. Callback, ragazzi, dai. Su. Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion or Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters. It is shorter, but still. So they're never clarifying that Cell won. That's insane. Are they gonna address it? No. They don't care. Okay, guys. You know what? Aside from Ivan always being there, aside from Ivan always winning every Masters event, he's the goat of Masters. I actually wanted to watch a little bit of Masters, but you just can't follow. The cards are not readable. The long name is on brand. Remember the original name for SSB? No, non penso vuoi. Because there was this like huge screen at the venue where we could watch the live stream. But even being super close, I couldn't read a single word because the text was so small and fit like more than half of the card. So even if I wanted to follow a little bit, I couldn't. Is that 180? How's that 180p? Is it? What the fuck? You can't read anything. When you use a yellow card in a combo, draw 1. Place 2 of your 2 energy. Okay, you can't read anything. What the fuck is that? Source card has lower resolution? Yes. They can't even use the database. Wait! I know what happened. I know what might have happened. I mean, this is still better, but the card is in a lower res till you overeat. And then it gets better. So they didn't download the PNGs. They might have, I don't know, streamed directly from the website. I have no idea. How did they even manage to get such a low res? No, calma, no. You stuck with the same players, I feel. It's impossible for new players, yeah. Mastercard remind me of the cheat sheet we used to make at school. A small piece of paper, entire lesson written on it. Bandai is a small company. And also that's a pity, guys. Because Ivan is a great Fusion World player too. But if he has to decide, of course he's gonna play Masters. So we get even less players at Fusion World. Because a lot of Spanish players that are very good at the game didn't even play the Fusion World Finals. Because they were playing Masters. And other Fusion World players were not playing Fusion World Finals because they were playing One Piece Finals. So what the like? Why do we have every single final overlapping? Why can't we enjoy different Bandai card games? They can't even manage. They can't even manage 2,000 people, let alone like 5,000. That's it. Oh yeah, it's the same guys. Ivan the God, yes, and he won again, right? Yeah. Look at that. How can we follow? We can follow what's going on. There is no way. They're not showing the top cut. But basically it's for aces. World should be a big event like Pokemon does, many rounds, many players, not just 16 players. Yeah. I mean I definitely agree with that. 100% agree. Tutti i giochi figurine si guardano finale senza sapere cosa fanno le cose, non capisci niente, è normale. Invece no. Se tu sai le regole, dovresti seguire. No, non guarderò altro di Mirror Ace, non lo farò. There was some shady things going on the One Piece final as well, like Digimon, or was it clear? Like, was it flawless? Wait, did he yellow? Did he... The guy on the left lost? No, he won. He's in despair? He's crying? He's crying. L'action slot l'avevi già fatta? No, non penso. Oddio, volta per volta, sì. Sì, l'ho fatta. He's sad? No, I think he's happy. He didn't wanna win? So basically, the guy on the left was higher seed, so he started second, and he won first game? No, he lost first game. Never mind. Qualcosa a caso ma nei giochi. Bella Faxo, buonasera, è andata 2 se vi siete divertiti? Sì, sì. Ho spiegato tutto nel filo del segno a inizio stream. Veramente un evento di merda. Però mi sono divertito comunque. Perché mi diverto anche negli eventi di merda. GG. Ho detto tua disavventura incredibile. La mia o quella di Brand? Quella di Brandi. Oh. Ah, il viaggio dici. Il viaggio, ci sa. La mia l'ho raccontata già, la mia l'ho già raccontata per bene. Dimmi almeno che il Gohan l'hai preso. Già commentata la finale. Commentato tutto. This is a huge event. I think this was organized really well. The TFT party open. I don't know what the Riftbound stuff, but like usually Riot does things quite well. Spiegato la regola assoluta del tie break. Ma è meme, mica è vera, Brandi. È un post meme, ti pare? Sembra normale. Alla fresca con 0-8 sul client? Sì, sì. Finché non uscirà Yellow Vegeta Best Deck, spero di no. I hope Yellow Vegeta is not gonna be the best deck in the format, guys. It's gonna be quite. If that happens, it's gonna be quite rough. I hope Gohan can win. Green Cell, Rage. Is Green Cell strong? Look at that. Metamiro di Amariglio, sta di tappo, mamma mia. Fai local di collegare l'account Respawn alla Riot account. Il grande Green Cell. We need 4 SCR for Gohan? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a huge problem. Actually, that's a huge problem. Fuck. $200 codes. Quando c'è Serge sono un problema. Lo sono, ragazzi. Who did it? One me one. Cringe TFT event? No, non è cringe. Demasia. Vabbè, guarda, tipo la cintura da campione è incredibile, però. The champion belt is insane. Guarda com'è contento. Very happy. Is he GOAT of TFT? Is he Chinese GOAT of TFT? For anybody that doesn't know him, Juanmi. Come il Bonaf. Sì. Oh, they're showing new stuff. Okay, that was Stars. That's Stars again. Another Goku leader. Yes. Wait, did he only show that? Wow. Wow. Insane. Amazing, yes. Is the same Gohan? Yeah, of course it's the same Gohan. Yaro! We're gonna have that tomorrow. So soon enough. Soon enough. Okay, I think I didn't miss anything else. Con il caso che Vegeta 3. Non so cosa sia Vegeta 3. Grande Kong. Top Cat events appreciation glaze pause. This Peoria regional ran so smoothly. No delays, no repairs. Everything started on time. By 3 p.m. we were on round 7. 1 hour break. All the judges were so nice. Worked so hard. Everyone had a good time. I love Top Cat events. So exactly the same as EU one, right? uh, it was such a mess. Su 3 vinco 2 volte 25 effetto finito. Ah, invece da giallo. Mi sembra. Sei particolarmente scazzato? No, sono... Ho un mal di gola potente. Infatti mi sa che stacco a breve. Che faccio fatica a parlare infinito. Sto bevendo mille borracce. Poi adesso considera che è tutto il weekend che dormo poco, mangio il nulla e vado in giro infinito. Non è proprio il massimo. Sono tornato stamattina. Abbiamo dormito 5 ore. 5, 4 ore e mezza, 5 di dormita in tuo aereo. Let's talk about FBO 8 tier list. Bro, I didn't play a single game. I have no idea. I have no idea. We're gonna wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna try some new stuff. We're gonna see what works and what doesn't. I think I'm gonna end this stream early, guys, because I have a sore throat. I just need some sleep. It's been a long weekend, so I think I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and we're gonna play some FBO 8. I talk about everything that I wanted to, so I'm fine with ending the stream early. Have a good night or good day, and see you next time. Buonanotte, ragazzi.